Alright, well, we knew some delays were coming, but I definitely did not think Sony was going to delay, like, their whole entire Spider-Verse slate, but they did. Some of this good, some of this, expected, some of this not so much. But basically, I mean, everything is coming out next year now. Because obviously we got Across the Spider-Verse earlier this year, and then we were supposed to also get Kraven the Hunter this October. But that's not happening anymore. Now everything's coming out in 2024, which, I mean, to be fair, I did kind of keep forgetting that, hey, Kraven comes out in a couple months, but, I mean, now it doesn't. So there's that. But here's the new updates. So Madam Web has actually been moved up 2 days to February 14th, 2024. So we're getting a Valentine's Day release date for Madam Web. That's pretty cool, I guess. Venom 3 comes out on July 12th, 2024. Kraven the Hunter on August 30th, 2024. And Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse no longer has a release date at all and is just to be determined. So, when it comes to Beyond the Spider-Verse specifically, this was the most obvious one. I mean, even before the strikes, we knew this movie was going to get delayed because, obviously, like I said, Across Spider-Verse, it came out in June, and Beyond the Spider-Verse was supposed to come out next March. And obviously, that was really exciting, but we were all like, okay, there's no way that's going to happen. Like, we saw how long it took to make Across the Spider-Verse. How long is it going to take to make Beyond the Spider-Verse? And they hadn't even finished recording all the voices of the cast yet. Obviously, animation takes a long time to do. And this is the one that I'm most okay with because, again, we kind of saw it coming. We knew it was going to get delayed at some point. It does still suck, and it is still unfortunate. But this one we saw coming, and it makes sense. And this is the type of movie that I would rather wait to get the best, highest quality version of this film that we can get, because that's what these first two movies were. They took their time with them, and it just paid off so well. So I'm really, really excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse. Out of all the movies on this list that we're talking about in this video, this is the one I'm most excited for, but it's also the one I'm willing to wait the longest for to finally see it. So it doesn't have a release date. They did say that they'll hopefully come up with a release date at some point in the coming weeks. So definitely not next year, maybe 2025. We'll see. And I mean, if you look at it like that, then 2025 just becomes even better because then you get Beyond the Spider-Verse, Kang Dynasty, The Batman Part 2, Superman Legacy, Fantastic Four, like all the big superhero movies are coming out in 2025. So that's really exciting. But Kraven the Hunter, again, like I said, I kind of kept forgetting, like, oh yeah, this comes out this October, but now it doesn't. But to be delayed all the way into August of next year, I think is a little insane. I mean, why couldn't they get an earlier release date? Why not put this ahead of Venom 3? I mean, Venom 3 just started filming and just stopped filming as well because of the strikes. And that's the only real reason Kraven was delayed. It's not because they need more time to work on the film like they do with Beyond the Spider-Verse. Kraven is all done and ready to go as far as we're aware. The only thing is just that because of the actor strike, Aaron Taylor Johnson and the rest of the cast, they can't promote the movie. And that's the main reason. Which I honestly don't think a movie like Kraven the Hunter really needs that, or that would really help it at all. I mean, you had Jared Leto promoting Morbius. That didn't help. You think Aaron Taylor Johnson's going to do much better? But yeah, so it was delayed to August. I think, okay, sure, an August release date is good for it, but just like, it honestly is turning into Morbius. I mean, Morbius, like, one of the reasons we were all so tired of it is because it just kept getting delayed and delayed. Like, that movie came out like 2 or 3 years after it was originally supposed to release. So let's hope the same does not happen for Kraven the Hunter, and let's hope that at least this is a better movie. Then we have Venom 3, which again, I don't get why this comes out before Kraven. I mean, I think July in general, as like a summer release date for Venom 3, I think that's a good idea. The first two movies came out in fall. I think we don't know a whole lot about this movie, but I think this could work as a summer blockbuster. But then again, July 2024 is just a really bad spot because that's when you got Captain America 4 coming out, Despicable Me 4. It's like Sony sent this movie out there to die. Now, obviously that depends on what the movie's about. Like, is there going to be enough that's going to sell us on this movie to want to go see this among all these other big hits within July? Because I mean, we just had this recently, this summer, where like June, it was like a new big blockbuster came out every week, but a lot of people still went and saw each movie. July, I mean, we got Barbenheimer. Those two movies are doing insane. So it could be a similar thing here. I mean, if they have Spider-Man in the movie, at least some sort of Spider-Man, whether that's Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield or something, maybe people will go see this in theaters. But the first two movies were not hugely financially successful, and don't have a huge fan base, but I'm still looking forward to this one. And finally, we have Madam Web, which again, it was moved up 2 days. Okay, cool. Still don't really know a whole lot about this movie or care a whole lot about it. I mean, the plot from what we've heard sounds interesting, but really I'm looking forward to seeing a trailer so we can get a better idea of what this movie is about. But anyways, guys, we got some delays for Sony's Spider-Verse slate. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.